What's up, guys? We got another comic book haul unboxing with some minor keys, some first appearances, a minor grail find, and some, as always, some awesome spec books. Stay tuned.
Comically correct comics.
All right, guys, welcome back to another video with Comically Correct Comics. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, smash a like on your way out. It does wonders for the YouTube and Google algorithm to give me some credibility, so I really appreciate all the love and support. Let's just jump right into this unboxing. So this first one, I got a bone to pick. And I hope that this makes you cringe, because it makes me cringe. This is raw, unbagged and boarded books, and let me please explain to you why I am handling and touching those with such contempt and disrespect. It just feels so wrong to handle a book unbagged and boarded. So this was my first shipment from Diamond Comics. Okay, so Comically Correct Comics is actually a legitimate business. I have a business license, a reseller permit, all that. When the pandemic is done, I really do hope to open my own comic book shop. Obviously right now that would probably be a bad business choice to open a store in this current climate and economy. But I did go ahead and get the Diamond Comics, reseller account all set up and everything, placed my first order, and didn't hear anything for like a month. I mean, it was a big process to get it all set up, but then all of a sudden boxes started arriving at my house. So it turns out that they entered the wrong email address onto my account. So I wasn't getting any communications, which explained why all of my questions went unanswered. And then all of a sudden I started getting these boxes, and the first box that I got was a big ass box, and it had 10 comic books in it, in a big ass box, and I'll put a picture of it up here. This is We Only Find Them When They're Dead, which, if you guys haven't checked out this series, it's awesome. I think this one has some serious potential for growth. But this was just the cover A, and this was in its own box, loosely thrown in there, just thrown in a big ass box. Needless to say, they're all severely damaged. They all have bends to the top corner and spine ticks throughout. I mean, absolutely none of them have any chance of hitting a 9.8. How could they? They're just thrown in a box. So this was just completely eye-opening and baffling for me. How does the world's largest distributor of comic books, which is an industry that is almost entirely predicated on the condition of the book, how are they shipping their comic books like this? And when I talked to my rep, when I finally got through to them and got to talk to them, they just said there's really no good answer. They said their official answer was that the shipping department is a different company than them, and they don't have a lot of control over how they ship their books. I mean, come on. Is that even possible? So, and so what I suggested is that you please just put these books in a paper sack, fold it over with a piece of tape so that they don't bounce around the box. I mean, we're talking about a penny of an investment in the paper sack and 2 seconds of an investment in time to put a piece of tape on it. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense why they send their books like this. I mean, how could it possibly be better for them to just take the hit for the damage returns than to just properly pack them in the first place? I've talked to other dealers, and all of them say that this is just how they ship their books. They ship their books raw in cardboard boxes, and there's just minimal packing around them, and they just bounce around in there. One thing that it does do for me is it helps give me a huge appreciation for the CGC 9.8. I mean, like I said, none of these books that I received from them have any chance of hitting a 9.8. So, it gives you more of an appreciation for a 9.8. They did kind of redeem themselves a little bit with their process for how to rectify this. Is you just go onto their website, and there's like a form that you fill out for damaged or missing items. So my boxes that arrived, one of them had this. Okay, $15 to ship 10 books that by themselves loosely in a box. Another box came. It was $7 worth of comic book boards, $30 for the shipping. They charged me $30 to ship $7 worth of comic book bags. I would have never ordered that knowing that it was $30 to ship. But there was no communication, no nothing. It just started showing up. Then another package arrived with 10 more comic books. This time it was in a smaller box, just thrown in there, totally unbagged whatsoever. Thor #1, the Clayton party variant, and needless to say, 100% of them are damaged. I mean, 100% can't even get close to a 9.8. It's just baffling. And so you go online and you tell them, hey, 100% of these were damaged, and they issue you a refund. That's their system. So I guess what I have to do is just order like 100 copies of every book that I want, and then keep like the 5 or 10 that are undamaged and return the other 90. I guess that's their system. So the other part of the system of what they do is every 4 weeks they send you some kind of report for your returns, and they tell you either to return the items to them and they give you a prepaid label, or they tell you to destroy the items. So, you know, if they want to, if that's their system, that's their system. I'm going to have to learn how to work within it. To make matters worse, there was items that I was invoiced for, that I was charged for, that were just completely missing from the box. Just not there. And you just go online and you tell them it wasn't there, and they refund you your money. It's like they have it set up because it's so much of a problem. They have it set up that way to make it easy to fix it. So anyways, it is no wonder that DC Comics, as most people are aware, DC Comics stopped using Diamond Comics as their distributor, because it has to be because of this reason. And you cannot blame them. All right. So anyway, sorry for that little rant, but moving on. Where are my Venom fans at? I picked up 3 copies of the Venom 27. This is the Stegman sketch variant. It's the 1:25 ratio variant, and it's the second printing of Venom 27, the first appearance of Codex. And what was cool about this little pickup is I got them on eBay, and the eBay seller sold 1 copy of the ratio variant, and it came with 5 copies of the regular cover A of the second print, which is this cover. And these characters on the cover, they look a little weird if they don't look like normal Avengers, because they are weird. These are Venom Avengers from an alternate reality. Super cool story. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying this series and the characters in it. And I thought that was interesting, so I got 15 copies of this just thrown in. So that was pretty sweet. Next we have Maestro #1. This is the 1:25 variant. It's such a cool cover. It's got Incredible Hulk. I haven't read this one yet because I don't want to read a ratio variant and get it all messed up, but it's Hulk, I think 100 years in the future or something like that, but he's holding Silver Surfer's board and Captain America's shield. I just think it's a really cool cover. All right, next we've got Captain Marvel, The End. And I think I got 10 copies of this, but I'm just going to send 5 of them off to CGC. I just think this is a really cool cover, and also it's on the spec list for one reason or another. I can't remember what that is, but if anything, it's just a really cool cover. So I'm going to send 5 of those off. All right, next we've got the babies. These are Venom 27, the 1/100 first print Ryan Stegman sketch variant. These cost a pretty penny, over $100 each, and I'm so glad that they came near mint plus. These are both 9.8 candidates, which I was really worried about, because the black covers like this are notorious for having spine ticks and really showing those defects, but these ones came super clean from Midtown Comics. All right, next up we have from my boy Rob from Cool Stuff Collectibles. I got 5 copies of Spider-Man number 6. This is Miles Morales Spider-Man number 6. This is the Battle Lines variant cover. It's got Mysterio. I think this is one of the sickest Mysterio covers that I've ever seen. And anyways, Cool Stuff Collectibles, go check him out on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. And he just started selling his books. I'm so glad about this. He just started selling books on Instagram. So you can check him out on Instagram as well. Cool Stuff Collectibles. He's hooking up really good deals, super honest, super professional. So he's super honest about the condition of the books and everything like that. So shout out to Rob. Thank you for the awesome books. All right, next up we got Spider-Man number 234. This is volume 2, and I got 5 copies here of the 1-in-10 ratio variant. Just a cool cover. And this is also, this storyline is Sinister Six Reborn. So it's the first appearance of the new Sinister Six, led by Iron Spider, which I also got 10 copies of the cover A here, and you can see Iron Spider there on the cover. So this is a cool spec book. This one has gone up in value. I mean, I think it's like 10 or 15 bucks for the cover A copy right now. There's also a higher ratio incentive out there that's probably the money book on this series if you can find it. All right, next up we got a slab here that I picked up for the PC. Free Comic Book Day 2007 Amazing Spider-Man CGC 9.8 white pages, and this is the first appearance of Jackpot and Mr. Negative. So this is just a reminder not to sleep on these Free Comic Book Day issues. I got a good deal on this for like 260 bucks. And that's a lot of money to pay for a graded Free Comic Book Day comic. But like I said, that was a good deal. It was selling for around $400 at one point. And I think there's some speculation about these characters, Jackpot, about a possible appearance in a movie. So don't sleep on those Free Comic Book Day issues and take good care of them. You know, there's not a whole lot of these on the CGC census in 9.8. I'll put the number up here. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'll look it up and put it up here. So yeah, the climate might be changing for these Free Comic Book Day issues. Like the recent hot one is Amazing Spider-Man and Venom #1, the 2020 Free Comic Book Day, the first intended appearance of Virus. That's the hot one right now. You know, this one's from 2007, so it's 13 years ago. You know, so sometimes they take a while to fully mature and reach their values, but you know, stick them in a long box and hold on to those Free Comic Book Day issues. Next up, this is the 1-in-10 incentive variant for We Only Find Them When They're Dead. Again, super cool series, really, really cool. I think it has potential to become a Netflix show, and I just really like this series. So I also just picked up the 1-in-50 variants. They're not here yet, of the We Only Find Them When They're Dead. I think it's the Frisbin is the artist on that cover variant. I'll put a picture of it up here. Shout out to Scott Palachik here on Instagram. He's Spalachik, I believe. And he's also a blogger on Reggie Collect's website. And he totally called this one. He said that with this cover variant, totally reminded him of Charlize Theron, and that she could be the actress for this series. How sick would that be? If you guys saw the Old Guard movie on Netflix with Charlize Theron, she killed it, and I think that would be just an epic casting for this show. All right, next up we have Silver Surfer Black #1. This is just the regular cover, but just such a sick cover. All of the covers for that Silver Surfer Black. Those last two and these next ones are all from my local comic shop. I was really happy to find some of these. Star Wars Kanan, The Last Padawan #1. This is I believe it's like the action figure variant or the toy variant, something like that. And this one I was happy with $17.99 on the price on this one. I think it's selling for about 30 or 40 on eBay. Next up, we have Legion of Superheroes number 6, the first print. This is the first appearance of the Gold Lantern. And it's also the first appearance of Monster Boy, I believe. So maybe some future potential for that book. Then we have Dark Knight's Death Metal number 3 with the Robin King cover. Just a sick cover. Pick that up if you can find it at a good price. I think a good price for that would be like $10 and below. I think they're selling for like 20 though, so maybe about 20 bucks for that. I'm not sure. Next up we have Venom 27. This is, I believe it's the Stegman variant cover. So yeah, it's not the cover A, but it's just Venom 27 variant cover. All right, now here is the one that I was super stoked to find. Totally Awesome Hulk number 1. This is the ratio incentive variant, and I got this for 25 bucks. It's super crispy. It's a 9.8 candidate, and this is selling on eBay as a 9.8 for 600 bucks. So this was a definite major find. So this is the first appearance of Amadeus Cho as the Incredible Hulk. First appearance of Amadeus Cho in general was Amazing Fantasy 15. And I'll put a picture of that up here. That one is skyrocketing in price right now, especially if you can find the newsstand edition. And so just be on the lookout for that. The newsstand edition is easy to identify because it's got the UPC code in the corner with no bar on top. Direct edition says direct edition on the top, and the other one is just blank. So it's easier to identify than some of these other later newsstand editions where they still have writing in the barcode, but it'll say like Amazing Spider-Man instead of direct edition. So this one's a little easier to identify because it's just the barcode for the newsstand. All right, next we have Hawkeye number 9. And it's got the Kate Bishop cover, the I Heart Hawkeye heart, just a really cool cover. Kate Bishop has some serious potential right now. All right, this next one is a shout out to. All right, this next one is a shout out to Anti-Hero Gallery on Instagram. I won these in a raffle for. I think I paid 20 bucks on this raffle, and it's both covers. The trade dress and the virgin cover, the Clayton Crain. This one is limited to 800 copies, and this is the Facsimilie reprint of Spider-Man number 1. I mean, how sick is this cover? How sick is this virgin cover? These are both going off to CGC. They're both super crispy. They both have 9.8 potentials, and if you guys are into raffles on Instagram, if that's your thing, definitely want to check out Anti-Hero Gallery. He's the most professional in the biz. He's got it down to a science, and you never are wondering what's going on. You're never wondering if it's legit. It's all super legit, super professional, and there's also not that long of a wait time in between the draws, which is sometimes an issue with these raffles. Is you get in on something and it could be months before they actually do the raffle. His go pretty quick because he's got a good following. Check him out on Instagram. Thanks again, Anti-Hero. All right, next up, this is another shout out to Comic Book Quest, because I got these different covers here. These are the variant covers for Harley Quinn 75. This is the last issue in the series. And these are the variant covers. There's that one. Just a super dope cover with Harley Quinn on the cover. And this is the Nagu variant. Another sick cover. And these came from Comic Book Quest on Instagram. He's also got his own website. And what I love about these is they're super crispy. They're all like 9.8 candidates, all of them, and he always says, you know, they're 9.4 or better, but I don't know. Honestly, these all look like 9.8s to me, and you know, I get books from a lot of different places, and none of them have been as crispy as they come from Comic Book Quest. And I think part of that has to do with these exclusive covers are just better quality paper, they're better quality shipping because they're not going through Diamond Comics. So anyways, I've become a big fan of exclusive covers. They're more collectible in some cases. They're usually always sicker art, and you have a better chance of getting a really high quality book. I also picked up from them 10 copies of Venom #1 because he hooked up just a super sweet deal. This is the Scorpion Comics cover, the Mark Bagley variant. Just an awesome deal from Comic Book Quest. So go check them out on Instagram if you haven't already. All right, guys. So that does it for this comic book haul. Really happy with this one. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash a like on your way out if you enjoyed this video. Go follow me over on Instagram because I'm always doing a free giveaway. And anytime you comment on one of my videos, you get extra entries into those drawings. And anytime you send someone to my YouTube and tell them that, you know, so-and-so sent you, you both get 2 extra entries to one of my raffles. So anyways, yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe out there in these crazy ass times. I'm in Northern California with some crazy wildfires and smoke, but I know the entire country is just getting hit with this wildfire smoke. So stay safe out there. Do what you need to do. Collect those comics. Keep them in good shape, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.